If you're wondering which mice for Valorant are worth your money, stick around. After we run through each product, I'll give you my personal take. Would I buy it or would I skip it? No fluff, just my honest opinion. Let's get into it. Razer Naga V2 Pro. While this mouse has an impressive 30,000 dots per inch sensor and fantastic build quality, it's way too heavy for Valorant at 134 grams. It's like trying to aim with a brick. The customizable scroll wheel and swappable side panels are cool features, but let's be real, you're not going to need 12 buttons to plant the spike. Would I buy it? No. Great for MMO games, but terrible for competitive shooters. SteelSeries Aerox 5 Wireless. This lightweight beast comes in at 74 grams with a honeycomb design that might trigger your trypophobia, but damn does it glide smoothly. The battery life is absolutely terrible though. You'll get about 12 hours with RGB on at 1000 Hz polling rate, so you better keep that charging cable handy. Would I buy it? Maybe, if you don't mind charging it every day and can handle looking at those holes. Logitech G Pro X Superlight 2. This thing is absolutely cracked for Valorant, weighing just 60 grams with the new Hero 2 sensor and optical switches that feel crispy as hell. The 2000 Hz polling rate might not be as high as some competitors, but the response time is so low you probably couldn't tell the difference anyway. Would I buy it? Yes, it's expensive as hell, but it's basically cheating in Valorant. Logitech G502X Plus. Look, the 13 programmable buttons and sick RGB lighting bar are cool and all, but at 106 grams, it's not exactly what you want for those crispy one-taps. The battery life tanks from 130 hours to 37 hours with RGB on, but at least it looks pretty while you're missing those easy shots. Would I buy it? No. Great for everything else, but too heavy for competitive Valorant. Razer Basilisk Fiv 3 Pro. This thing is a beast with its 30,000 dots per inch sensor and 13 lighting zones that make it look like a mini rave party on your desk. But damn is it heavy compared to other gaming mice. The ergonomics are fantastic for both palm and claw grips, and those 11 programmable buttons give you enough options to practically play Valorant without a keyboard. Though your wallet might cry a bit at the $159 price tag. Would I buy it? No. While it's packed with features, that weight is going to slow you down in those crucial Valorant flicks. Dartmashark M2. This magnesium alloy beauty weighs just 36 grams, making it feel like you're holding actual air. And it rocks a flagship paw 3395 sensor with a 4000 Hz polling rate that'll make your aim feel smoother than butter. The battery life is impressive at 84 hours, but the feet don't work great on some surfaces, and the quality control is a bit sketchy, kind of like my aim in Valorant. Would I buy it? Maybe. If you can get past the quality control issues, this mouse is basically cheating with how light it is. Fnatic X Lamzu MAYA 8K. Coming in at 45 grams with an insane 8000 Hz polling rate, this orange beauty is what pro players are actually using to click heads in Valorant. The build quality is fantastic, and those optical switches feel crisp, but the software feels like it was coded by an intern during lunch break. Would I buy it? Yes. It's basically what you'd get if a Formula 1 car and a gaming mouse had a baby. Razer Orochi 5. 2. This tiny powerhouse is perfect for small hands and travel, with dual connectivity options and an 18,000 dots per inch sensor that'll track your movements better than your ex on social media. The battery life is impressive at 425 hours using the receiver, but it's about as suitable for palm grip as a porcupine is for a pillow. Would I buy it? No! While it's great for traveling, there are better options for dedicated Valorant gaming that won't make your hand cramp up after a few rounds. Lamzu Thorn. The optical switches and low click latency of 2.5 milliseconds make this mouse insanely responsive for those crucial Valorant headshots, and the ergonomic right-handed shape with its back hump feels like it was molded specifically for claw grip. The build quality could use some work though. There's some flex in the body that might make you question your life choices during those rage-inducing competitive matches. Would I buy it? Yes. The sensor performance and wireless capabilities are too good to pass up, especially for competitive gaming. Endgame Gear OP18K. This thing has the lowest click latency I've ever seen at 0.08 milliseconds, making it faster than my relationship status changes, and it actually delivers on its promised 8000 Hz polling rate, unlike other mice that just lie to your face. The scroll wheel is stiffer than my neck after a 12-hour gaming session, which makes it a pain when you're trying to switch weapons quickly in Valorant. Would I buy it? Yes. Despite the stiff scroll wheel, the performance is just too damn good to ignore. Pulsar X-Lite V3. The PAW 3395 sensor and optical switches make this mouse track like a stalker ex-girlfriend, and the solid shell design without holes still manages to keep it lightweight. The side buttons can be mushier than week-old pizza, which might affect your utility usage in Valorant. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's a great mouse, but the mushy side buttons might be a deal breaker for ability-heavy agents. Turtle Beach Burst 2 Air. At 47 grams, this mouse is lighter than my wallet after Steam sales, and the Owl Eye 26K sensor with 1000 Hz polling rate delivers solid accuracy for those precise Vandal taps. The shell can get a bit flexible if you're a heavy-handed rage gamer, but the dual connectivity options make it versatile for both gaming and watching YouTube videos between matches. Would I buy it? No. While it's impressively light, the 1000 Hz polling rate cap feels limiting compared to the competition. BenQ Zoe U2. At just 60 grams, this mouse is surprisingly light for a Zoe product, and they finally listened to feedback by upgrading to the 3395 sensor. The build quality is fantastic as always with Zoe, but that coating is an absolute fingerprint magnet, and for some reason they're still stuck at 1000 Hz polling rate like it's 2015. Would I buy it? Yes. The shape is unique and perfect for claw grip, plus the charging dock is actually useful. BenQ Zoe EC3CW. This thing weighs 76 grams, which is pretty heavy by today's standards, but damn if it isn't built like a tank with zero rattling or creaking. Zoe went with the older 3370 sensor, claiming it's more stable and reliable, which is either genius or complete nonsense depending on how much you buy into marketing speak. Would I buy it? Maybe, if you're into that classic ergonomic shape and don't mind paying premium prices for older tech. Pulsar X2 V2. The optical switches feel amazing for tapping heads in Valorant, and the 51 gram weight makes it feel like you're holding absolutely nothing. The battery life takes a massive hit when using 4000 Hz polling rate. We're talking about 15 hours versus 70 hours at 1000 Hz, so hope you like charging your mouse. Would I buy it? Yes. The performance is incredible, and the build quality is surprisingly solid for something this light. Razer Death Adder V3 Hyperspeed. This mouse is basically a Death Adder Mini with modern specs, weighing just 55 grams and packing Razer's new Focus X 26K sensor. The coating could be better at handling sweat, and you'll need to buy a separate dongle if you want that sweet 8000 Hz polling rate, but the gaming performance is absolutely fantastic for the price. Would I buy it? Yes. It's a more budget-friendly version of Razer's flagship mice without major compromises. Razer Naga Pro. Wireless. Look, if you're trying to play Valorant with this chonky boy, you might as well be using a brick. It weighs 134 grams and has way too many buttons that you'll never use in a tactical shooter. The wireless connection is solid and the battery life is impressive at 150 hours, but let's be real, this mouse is meant for MMO games with its swappable side panels and ton of programmable inputs. Would I buy it? No. It's like bringing a tank to a street race. Razer Viper 5 3 Pro. This thing is an absolute beast for Valorant, and I'm not surprised pros are switching to it. It's incredibly lightweight at 54 grams and has that sweet 8000 Hz wireless polling rate that makes it feel like your cursor is hardwired to your brain. The new shape is safer and more comfortable than the V2 Pro, though the side buttons feel a bit mushy, and damn, that price tag hurts. Would I buy it? Yes, this mouse is basically cheating with how responsive it feels. Cooler Master MM311. Alright, budget gamers, listen up! This little guy is actually pretty decent for its price point, rocking a solid sensor that won't spin out unless you're literally trying to helicopter your mouse. Sure, it only works well on mouse pads and the buttons are a bit stiff, but for 40 bucks you're getting wireless freedom and enough performance to click some heads in Valorant. Would I buy it? Maybe. If my wallet was as light as this mouse, it's a solid choice for getting started. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the mice for Valorant for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description.